Welcome back to season 2 of the Final Seconds. We're trying something new just in time for Super Bowl week. Join us on season 2 of the Final Seconds. Welcome to season 2 of the Final Seconds. Me and Eli are trying something new. It's kind of in the making. We've made some progress this week, but it'll be progressively getting better. But yeah, start of a new season, so we're excited about that, and it's Super Bowl week, so we're pumped that it's Super Bowl week.
Yeah, super excited. We're getting better. We just came to the decision that podcast is fun. We love it. But we've been doing it for a year, and it would be fun to just do the same thing. But I feel like I said this last week, but just grow our brand more. And so that's the goal. That's the idea, to kind of improve and work with the podcast until we kind of find something we like. Obviously, camera quality way better this week, and hopefully I can learn how to get the stupid GoPro. I've tried so hard. It is so annoying. It's like there and then it's not, and I feel like an old man when it comes to this. So hopefully I can even get better camera quality, because this is like a 4K. Right now I'm at like 1800 p, or whatever that means. So hopefully I can go better. We're gonna try to introduce new segments this week. Same script, but we want to try to the Final Seconds. What would be cool would to be pick the final seconds, a game that came down to the final seconds each week, and talk about it. Just kind of like the final seconds, obviously, or a player that shined brightest when it came down to the final seconds. And it's sort of off season, so it's tricky to do that. But March Madness, every game comes down to the final seconds, so that's going to be fun. But we would kind of like to get into that, and maybe that's like our trademark, or that's our thing. So enough about what the podcast is going to be like. Hopefully you can see that as it becomes what that really is. So
yeah,
I mean, that's all I got.
Yeah, it's we also on Saturdays we're still talking about a time and stuff, but we're gonna try to get a live stream come out where me and Eli just kind of have fun, talk about our lives, but also just make some shorts. You get a little sneak peek of that stuff, reels and shorts. Also, maybe we'll live stream while we're watching like a basketball or a football game. Should be fun.
Well, especially if it's come down to the final seconds. So that would be fun. I wonder if we could put it up on the. We'll see. We'll see. I wonder if we could put it on the screen. I'm sure we can. I don't know though. We'll see. It's all coming together. It's all new to us. We're learning just as much as you guys are. So enough about that though. That's all we got. About upcoming, the future. Let's hop right into today's episode though. Season 2, episode 1 of the Final Seconds podcast revamped. So excited to have you guys on here, all the listeners. I'm sure there's like 20, but hopefully we can get that number to 2,000 and 20,000 and just keep climbing. But our first subject, NFL Pro Bowl just happened this week. Pro Bowl happened. NFC defeated the AFC 64-59. What did we like about the Pro Bowl?
I'll go first. The skills competition I thought was pretty interesting. I mean, some of the competitions, players, you just see them on the field play football. You don't see them, do all these other fun, competitive tasks, pushing sleds or run through an obstacle course or whatever. I mean, Puka Nacua caught a football on a wakeboard, which is pretty cool. I think that was fun. I mean, the game itself, it's kind of boring in my opinion. I mean, I don't really like any All-Star or Pro Bowl games. They're usually pretty boring. But they try to make it interesting. I enjoy the skill competitions, but the flag football part, like the game, is just I don't think fun at all.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think we said this last week. But if you haven't listened last week, I mean, you can go back. But let's start fresh. Season 2, new start, new us. Feel free to, but let's start here.
Yeah.
It's fun for the players. It's not fun for the viewers. It is so incredibly boring. And I know the NFL is trying to do whatever they can to get viewers. But if we're gonna do a Pro Bowl, do something different or eliminate it. Because nobody watches it and it is boring. And only people who watch it are like the most diehard football fans on the planet. And then 10-year-olds and under who enjoy football and they're like, Dad, I want to watch it. And the dad does not care. So he doesn't watch it. Or old men. So we don't really have. I'm just. I used to be that way. I used to be like, I want to watch it. And my dad was never. And I know my cousin. Like, I know plenty of people who are like younger who enjoy it. But once you get older, it's not enjoyable. It's enjoyable to
Well, I
see your
mean,
favorite player or whatever. But
yeah, 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 and I mean that's the fun part to see all the best all on one field, and they're all super teams. So I mean it's fun to watch, but I mean
yeah,
at the
yeah, yeah,
same
yeah.
time it's really boring. I would
Yeah.
be curious if the NFL gets more viewers on the Pro Bowl games or the preseason games.
That is a good question. I feel like preseason has to be it though, because preseason, everybody's looking forward to the NFL, so you tune in and you're like, I can't wait for
Yeah,
football to be back. It's been a whole 9 months.
yeah,
And you're like,
especially like the Hall of Fame game
yes,
and
any football. You're especially first week of Pro Bowl or first week of the preseason and last week. The second week is when none of the starters play. The third week,
yeah.
the starters play. The first week, some of the starters play. So I think preseason. But the skills competition's fun. It's it's all right. I would say it's good. It's good. But I didn't even know it was happening. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even know. I was like, it happened. Precision passing. Didn't watch any of the skills competition. I watched highlights and whatever, but like, I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
I did
It's
the same thing. I was in the hot tub while the skills competition was
yeah.
happening.
I was. I got. I think I was driving or something. I had no idea it was going on. I was
Yeah.
clueless. So I just it wasn't very. I feel like they always are like, watch the Pro Bowl, tune into the Pro Bowl, Pro Bowl, Pro Bowl, Pro Bowl, but there's not like tune into the skills competition, which in my opinion is more enjoyable because it's athletes having fun, but it's also like a different game than what we're used to.
Yeah.
Flag football is just football, but worse because there's no defense being played.
Well,
And the skills competition is all those athletes doing other stuff that we're not used to them seeing, and it's enjoyable to see that. And I think that's why it's enjoyable. But I don't know. I don't know. The NFL
what?
needs to change up something. And I know they don't want
Yeah.
to risk
Well,
player safety, but I don't know.
yeah. I mean that's the thing. They like don't want to risk player safety and stuff. Like they want to
Yeah.
make sure they're all safe and stuff. And that's why they switched to flag football. But like people watch football to watch people get killed. I mean, like people love when there's a big hit. I mean, the crowd goes
Yeah.
crazy. Like that's like the fun part. I mean, if someone gets lit up or you run over someone, that's fun about football. And even when the Pro Bowl had pads and helmets and stuff, I mean, it was just like two-hand touch. I mean, the refs wouldn't let you go
Hmm.
kill someone.
Yeah.
And that's why they switched to flag football. But I mean, that's part of the sport. I mean, it's physical, and that's what people enjoy. I mean, that's welcome to America. We love football and love to smoke our friends.
Yeah. 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 No, I agree. I think players can opt out of the Pro Bowl if they'd like to. Like, you can vote players to the Pro Bowl, and if you're scared to risk an injury, you can opt out. But I don't think the
Yeah,
NFL and I can't talk today. The NFL should be controlling their safety in this aspect of the game because people
yeah,
play in the playoffs, and that's extra games. So why not play in the Pro Bowl? If you're scared of getting injured, opt out. But I get then all your star players are gone. but I'm sure there's guys who would still play. I don't.
Yeah. Oh,
It's they're in a tough situation. I will admit.
yeah.
I don't know what they should do, but I don't like what they're doing
Yeah. I agree.
now. So games of the week / quick pick. Obviously, we have the Super Bowl, and that's our only game. So we'll talk about it. We'll pick the winner. 49ers versus Chiefs. What Super Bowl is this again? Super Bowl what?
Is 58.
Yeah, you're right. Super Bowl 58. 49ers, Chiefs. Who do you think wins? Well, actually, let's come back to that. We can talk about who we think wins first or last. Does Brock Purdy play better than Patrick Mahomes, and which defense plays better? No, Brock Purdy doesn't play better than Patrick Mahomes. That's ridiculous to say, first of all. Brock Purdy has a great team around him, and he's a good quarterback, but Patrick Mahomes is so much better, and I'm not a huge fan of Patrick Mahomes. He is just, the media loves him, and it's annoying. But he is way better than Brock Purdy. They're both good, but Mahomes is on another level. And which defense is better? Or I'll let you talk about what quarterback. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think Patrick is definitely better. I mean, Brock hasn't particularly impressed me much in the playoffs. I mean, he had comeback against Detroit and the game-winning drive against Green Bay, which were impressive, but I mean, he hasn't played, out of his mind. Patrick, I mean, single-handedly has kind of gotten his team in the position they are right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a struggle for them just to win games because receivers would drop the ball and all this stuff.
Mhm.
So I think he's rallied the team well. I think he's definitely a better quarterback for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm with you. Defense wise though, who's better? I think the 49ers, because I think Patrick Mahomes is a better player. If Travis Kelce has another game like he did last game, they're gonna be tough to stop. I mean, he was playing fantastic. The 49ers have a better defense. I think they play better just because they hold the Chiefs to less. I think the 49ers have a good offense, but it's not too hard to get Brock Purdy rattled. CMC is really tough to stop, but once you make Brock stop throwing checkdowns and slants and screens, that's when you can turn him over. So I think the Chiefs don't have to do as much on defense. They have to stop the run and they have to stop Debo. If they can do that, they will win. And that's not easy. I'm not saying that's easy to do, but if you can stop the run, then you force Brock to throw. So you really just need to eliminate the run game, which is very tricky. But the 49ers defense has to stop Patrick Mahomes, who is the greatest quarterback in the NFL right now, and a Chiefs team who has looked good recently. Or in the playoffs, they've looked good.
Yeah, so the 49ers, I think player-wise, they have such a good defense.
Yeah.
But in the playoffs, they haven't played out of their minds on defense. I
Yeah.
mean, they've
You're right.
gotten stops when they needed to, and they've played more in the second half on defense than they have in the first. But the Chiefs, I mean, they've kept them in games. The Chiefs defense has won a bunch of games in the season and even in the playoffs. I mean, the Dolphins game, I mean, we knew the Dolphins weren't going to do much, but I mean, the Chiefs weren't doing much on offense either until later in the game. So it was I think the Chiefs defense, I think they've been playing better. I think they do play better than the Niners.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm going to pick the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl.
I just think the Chiefs defense doesn't have to do as much. They have to stop the run game. They have the worst quarterback to stop in Brock. And if you force him to pass, then you can pretty much shut down that offense. But the 49ers just have to stop literally the greatest quarterback in the NFL. I know I already said that, but it's just so tough to do, especially with all the experience they have in the playoffs and all the experience he has in the Super Bowl. I just think that is so hard to do, and I would be shocked if they could do it. I would be shocked if they could stop Patrick Mahomes. And I know
Yeah.
I just talked about how the media glazes him, but I'm not trying to glaze Patrick Mahomes. He's fantastic, especially in the playoffs. You go.
So who
What were
you
you saying?
picking?
Picking. Chiefs. If the Chiefs
Yeah.
lose, I would be shocked to say the least. With all their experience and coming off their past win, beating the 1 seed, and I mean, they beat him pretty good.
I wouldn't say I'd be shocked because, I mean, again, if you look at the Niners roster and the Chiefs roster, if you put those two rosters side by side, you're thinking the Niners are going to win. I mean, I know that
Yeah,
the Chiefs have Patrick Mahomes, but I mean, the Niners are stacked, like on
yeah,
offense and defense. But you also have Patrick, who has won a couple Super Bowls, been there, done that, and has done pretty good so far in the playoffs this year when everyone counted him out. So I don't want to bet against him anymore. So yeah,
I
I
was
mean
gonna
KC
say
goes
in
back
the
to back.
playoffs, in the Super Bowl, I don't know how you bet against this team.
Yeah, the only the um I saw this Tom Brady. I think he gave Patrick his first loss in the playoffs, but he gave like Patrick's first loss in the Super Bowl, the postseason, and in the regular season. So I unless anyone's as good as Tom Brady, and maybe Brock can string something together, but I feel like he's kind of
I don't.
unstoppable.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um. Well, this is a predicament. I was just squeezing this, and it kind of exploded. Um. So you carry on. I'll be back in a second. I gotta wipe off my hands. It has a bunch of probably toxic chemicals. It didn't get on me. It didn't get on me, like my clothes. Just recap the game. Recap the
Yeah.
we're moving on to men's basketball NCAA. Recap from last week. Number 3 North Carolina defeats number 7 Duke 93-84. Is Duke a little overrated? What do you think, Aiden?
Um. I I think they've kind of been overrated lately, but they've beaten some good teams, but it's been a while. Um, they've struggled against good teams lately. Earlier in the season, they could beat good teams, so I think they're just kind of like on a cold streak a little bit. Um, so I mean, right now I'd say they're overrated, but I think that in my prediction, I think they heat up a little bit just for the ACC tournament comes and then going into March. Um, but
Yep.
I right now I definitely think a little overrated.
Oh, crap. Oh. Now it's on my floor in the bathroom. Um, I dropped it.
Oh my.
I'm sorry. I'm back. I wonder if you could see me over there, like in the final cut.
Yeah,
Oh,
we might be
sorry.
able to. I don't know.
You know what else? The Riverside logo
Yeah,
up here is going to be gone, so I can put our little final seconds logo up here.
that's perfect,
I know,
guys.
that's
This is
genius.
season 2. It's
Season
awesome.
2 is epic. I love season 2. Money well spent, baby. Money well spent. um, yeah, no, I kind of heard what you said. I was washing my hands, so it was a little tough to hear in there. But I heard you say that you think they'll heat up. You think they're a little overrated. You said they're struggling with good teams. Is that what you said? Am I
Yeah,
correct? Okay.
I mean they're struggling. They beat a bunch of good teams earlier in the year, but
But
they
right
haven't
now.
lately.
Yes, 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 yes,
Yeah,
yes. I think this was actually a really good game. It came down to the very end. It was a good game. And North
yeah.
Carolina is a
No,
good
I
team. They have a young coach. I think their team's pretty young. I know they have the one freshman who's starting, who's really good. Sorry, that's so vague, but I don't know his name. I think they're they're a 7 seed. I don't think they're overrated, only because everybody thinks Duke is so good because they are, and they have been in the past years. And Coach K brought them to Duke, amazing basketball school, but they have a new coach now, and they're still learning their identity. And I think that people think Duke shouldn't lose, but they're still a basketball team, and they're ranked number 7, and they played a really good 3 North Carolina team, kept the game close. I think they're right where they are. I think they do make a little run in the tournament, like you said. They could honestly make it to the Final Four, and I wouldn't be shocked. They've got a good squad. It's been streaky for them. So I think they're rated well. I think they're ranked where they should be, and I think this was a good game, and I think they'll make a run.
Yeah, North Carolina
I don't
goes to
know.
Duke in a couple weeks.
Oh, they do. That'll be good. That'll be good. If they don't win that game, then yeah, that's right. I forgot. Duke is away. If they don't win that game, I could say they're a little overrated. But right now, I think they're perfect where they are. Number 5, Tennessee defeats number 10, Kentucky, 103-92. Where is the defense? Was this a normal non-overtime game?
Yeah, it was normal game, no OT.
How is that possible in college basketball?
Yeah,
That's
well,
like a
Tennessee
40-minute
left their.
game.
Yeah, I don't know. Both teams left their defense in the hotel.
Holy
There was
crap,
nothing.
seriously.
It was basically run downs, make a layup, run down, make a layup, run down, make a 3, run down, make a 3.
Timeout. Upset alert. Clemson is beating North Carolina by 7 with 10 minutes left in the first. So there's still a lot of game to play, but
it's the first. Chill, hold your horses a little bit.
Ohio State is tied with Indiana, 13-13.
Oh my god. We don't need to
We
know
have a
about that. They're
70% win
terrible.
percentage according to ESPN Analytics. Bang, baby. Bang, baby. Back on the win streak. It's only on Peacock. I might be able to watch it. Jesse got a Peacock. Oh, Jesse, you know who I'm talking about when I say that, right? My dad.
Yeah.
Everybody. My dad. His name's Scott, not Jesse. But he got
That'll
a
be a
Peacock
story for
subscription
Saturday.
to watch. What?
Well, I was saying that'll be a story for Saturday why your dad's
I know,
nickname
yeah,
is
I can
Jesse.
talk about that. He got a Peacock subscription to watch the Bills Chiefs game, and I think that might have been less than a month ago, so we might be able to watch this soon. Hoping so. Yeah, sorry. Back on track.
No.
I don't know where the defense was. I didn't watch this game. It sounds like it was not good. It sounds like it was a boring game. It sounds like it was the NBA All-Star game.
Yeah, it's basically the NBA, but in college basketball. I mean, it's fun. Because, a
lot of scoring, yes. You're not used to it. I guess it's fun when you're not used to that in college basketball.
Yeah.
Oh, season 2, guess what else I found out I can do? Oh, wow, that is sick.
Season 2 is treating us right.
I love season 2. Season 2 every day. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Did we move on to the next game yet, or is that my job?
Yeah. No,
We did.
we move on to the next game.
18 Baylor defeats defeated number 12 Iowa State 70-68. Crazy way to win for Baylor. I'm guessing it was a buzzer beater, but don't tell me.
So I'll explain it.
You can tell me. Yeah, I'll look.
So Baylor goes up 70-68. There's about a couple seconds left on the clock. Iowa State takes it down. They get a shot. They get a shot off, and it was after the buzzer went off.
Oh, did he make it?
So yeah, he made it, and it didn't count.
Oh, how close was it?
It was pretty close. I mean,
Jaden Nunn missed free throw. Oh, Jaden Nunn. Oh, that's Baylor.
but
Wow.
I
It
mean,
was
I'm happy
tied
for
with 10
Baylor.
seconds left. And with 2 seconds, they took the lead again. And then he missed the. Oh, please tell me there's a video of this. Oh, yeah, there is. 1 minute 52 seconds. I don't want to watch the whole thing. I'll mute it. Or no, I'll play the volume. Oh! Holy, that is sick. How do I full screen this? No. I want to full screen this.
As you can see, Eli needs to catch up on his college basketball.
Oh. Can you hear it?
No. I'm just listening to your listening
They're
and
just saying
watching your
replay it.
reaction.
Oh, come on. Oh, that's so depressing. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. In 1.54. Oh, that was so close. Oh, that is such a killer. And the whole bench was like, oh,
He hit it.
crazy win for Baylor. That is awesome. We should have commentated that game. Holy, what are we doing? Missed opportunity. That is so sick. Oh, that is awesome. No way.
And you didn't even
Okay.
know it happened until just now.
That is awesome. Ooh, I have more buttons down here.
Oh my.
There's a script button.
Season 2.
Script? I can put a script in here so it. Or a teleprompter. I have to upgrade more for that. Share.
I don't have a script button. I don't know where your script button is.
I can share my screen. I could share my screen. Oh, no
Where are
way.
you?
No way. I could share my screen and show you what I just watched. Oh, I'm going to do that. Yes, please. Yep.
We're finding out
Share.
things as we speak, guys. Oh my gosh. This is awesome.
It's so fast. Okay. So I have to full screen this real. Oh, it's not letting me full screen. Okay, 1 sec. Why is it not letting me full screen?
Guys, this is all we're just figuring things out.
I know. See, this doesn't.
When touched.
Okay, 1 sec. Real quick. Reload real quick. Okay. Oh, good.
When touched. Lipsy.
Good. I'll just.
You can't play it full?
Iowa State buzzer beater doesn't count. Videos.
Mhm.
Here. Here we go. Back on ESPN. Now I can't.
Can't make it full screen?
Oh, I can't. Here, it's just. Here we go. Okay, I got it. Oh, wait. No volume.
When touched. Lipsy. To King. Momcilovic.
Oh, no. It got blurry. Boo. Go back.
When touched. Lipsy.
Come on.
To King.
Oh, it got blurry. Dang it.
Got it! Oh,
Oh, there.
Are you
Okay.
kidding me?
Can you hear the
Are you
audio?
serious? The 6'9" freshman with ice water in his veins.
Further review to see if the ball was out of his hand.
I don't believe it. Perfectly drawn up,
0.5.
and it's
Oh,
no good.
just does
It's
not
no
put it.
good. Baylor survives at home.
Oh, such a killer. Oh, no. Could you hear the audio on that one?
Yeah, I can hear everything. I love this
That is-
new season 2.
Season 2 is the best season of my life.
We're gonna be using that that little share button a lot.
I know that's how we can like live stream. Do you have a share button?
Yeah, I got one.
So
I don't have
now
a
we can
script button, but I have a share.
Oh, this is the best ever. Okay, we should probably get rolling because we've been moving slow.
Yeah.
I wonder if I should edit stuff out. I'll leave it for the first episode. You know what? You can see us all, but I think in the future
Yeah.
I might want to like clip stuff.
Yeah.
It's just gonna take longer. That means.
Yeah.
Because I have to watch the whole thing and edit it, but it's okay. Quick pick. We can roll through this. Number 1, UConn versus Georgetown.
UConn.
They're my pick to win March Madness. Again, back to back. 11, Wisconsin versus Rutgers. Wisconsin.
Yeah, Wisconsin.
They've been looking good. 16, Alabama versus LSU. Alabama.
Yeah, Bama.
19, Creighton versus Xavier. Creighton. Vanderbilt versus number 15, South Carolina.
Yeah, South Carolina. I don't think Vanderbilt, besides baseball, they should not exist in any other sports.
No. They are so bad at everything besides baseball. And engineering, but that's not a sport. If it was a sport, they would be good. Boston College versus 9 Duke.
Duke.
Ooh, I wonder how good this is going to look. You ready? Here's my thing. Season 2. Duke! Back at it. Season 2, back at it. 10, Illinois versus Michigan State. Upset alert. Michigan State.
You know what? I was going to pick an upset, but you know what? I'll go Illinois.
Okay, solid. Good pick. TCU versus 14, Iowa State.
Yeah, Iowa State.
Look, TCU's look good. 12, Auburn versus Florida. Auburn. 3, North Carolina versus Miami.
North Carolina.
Tar Heels. 5, Houston versus Cincinnati. Ooh, my bad.
Houston.
Got a text. I have 15 texts. Holy crap. Gonzaga versus 17, Kentucky.
Kentucky.
I started this with none. What is happening? Gonzaga. Oh, I just said that. UCF versus 23, Texas Tech. 13, Baylor versus 4, Kansas. I'm going to go
KU.
Baylor. Okay. St. John's versus number 7, Marquette. Indiana versus number 2, Purdue. 6, Tennessee versus Texas A&M.
Tennessee.
Oh, Tennessee, I meant. Sorry. Sorry, Tennessee. UNLV versus 25, New Mexico. New Mexico. 8, Arizona versus Colorado. Arizona. Kansas State versus 21, BYU. Boise State versus 22, Utah State. I've got a great idea. We should each purchase something. I don't know what it is, but if we ever get all the quick picks right one week, we get to open it.
A mystery box?
A mystery box, a box of playing cards, like something like that. Like a
How about but you get it for the other person. So we send it to our house.
Yes, and you just
so you
can't
get one
open
for me,
it.
send it to my house.
Okay.
And then
we'll put
I get
like
one for
a
you,
limit
send
on
it
it,
to your
like spend $30 or whatever. I don't know, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I can just have
Good
it.
idea. Uh-huh.
Thank you.
It's gonna be motivating.
I was gonna say I'm gonna jot that one down on idea.
We're just learning things as we go.
I know. Buy something for the other person, and if they get all the quick picks right one week, they get to open it. It's so hard, though. I feel like we should do, like, I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
can
it's
talk
not going to
about
happen
it.
too often, I don't think. But, yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah. And final subject, NBA. Final topic, NBA. What team has impressed you the most? Great question, Aiden. You should answer that one.
On the East side, or East Division, I think the Magic, just because they have they struggled last year. They struggled at the beginning of the year, and kind of slowly climbed a little mountain. And now, if the playoffs started today, they'd be the 7th seed. They'd be in it. They'd be in the play-in, I should say. But they have faced a lot of adversity over the past couple of years, and even at the beginning of this year, and they've kind of gotten through everything. And then the West, I think the Thunder, they're the 1 seed. And I know we talked about how they're young. They've been looking good. Even last year, they looked good. But, I mean, I think they've exceeded expectations this year. They're still young, and they look really, really good.
Mm-hmm. The Pacers, also another young team that has been amazing this year. Not quite as good as the Thunder, but they were runner-ups in the in-season tournament. They kind of hit a dry spot, but they've kind of got back at it. And they've been decent recently. They've got another young team. Didn't Halliburton get injured, like season-ending injury?
Yeah, he's back now, but no, he's
He
back
is?
now.
Okay, he is.
Yeah,
Okay,
he was only a couple weeks.
It was only a couple weeks. Okay, but they have looked good. They have looked better recently, I should say.
Yeah.
They're a team that started off hot. They got cold after the in-season tournament, but I mean, I don't know. They're my pick.
Yeah.
They're another young team. They next year could be like the Thunder this year, like just explode onto the scene, kind of.
Yeah. Speaking of injuries, Joel Embiid is out for 4 weeks. Today
Was that
it
like
came out that
him getting
he can be out
stepped on his knee or whatever?
Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
going to be a big hole for the Sixers.
And he was like up there for MVP again, right?
Oh yeah. I think he was
second or third. I think it was like
lead runner.
Giannis. Giannis is always up there. He was up there. Who else was up there?
I'm pretty sure Joel was lead runner because he's been like
Damian Lillard was kind of up there.
He might have been. I think Luka's been kind of high. He's had a lot of good games. He had a 70 a couple weeks ago. Had 50 a couple of days ago,
This
I
is
believe.
Vegas Insider. We're looking at all the odds. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Vegas. Nikola Jokic is the leader right now.
Not surprising.
No. He's the only one with negative odds, so he has the highest chance. Joel Embiid is second. And then Shea, I'm not gonna pronounce that. Alexander, Shea yeah. Then Giannis, then Luka, Kawhi, Jalen Brunson, Jason Tatum, Kevin Durant, Devin Booker. So no, he was not even up there. But yeah, Giannis, Shea has been amazing this year. Joel, Jokic makes sense. I mean, he's always up there. Luka kind of surprises me. I don't know. Some odds have Luka ahead of Giannis, but for the most part, it's that list. Then Kawhi, Jalen Brunson, yeah. So
yeah,
that hurts MVP race though. Like, kills him.
Yep.
What team has been disappointing? The Bulls.
Yeah.
I mean, we made the playoffs last year. Did we not? We
didn't. No.
We didn't.
No, we didn't.
We
2 years ago was last.
No, I thought we did.
Were terrible.
No,
we were we were bad. Okay. We were almost made it, but like we shouldn't have made it. We were bad. Like we just need a rebuild. Like the Bulls, we
made it in 2022.
Yeah, we made the playoffs. Like we had a really good team with Levine, DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah.
He would hit all those buzzer beaters that year, and then like it's all gone. So I think we just need to clean out everyone. Like it hasn't been working, so I think they need to.
How many teams make the playoff each conference?
I believe it is 8.
Okay, so we were the 9 last year. That's how close we were.
But the first of the 5, 6, 7, and 8 seed are in the play-in, so you're not technically in.
I feel like we made it
You're
to
in
the
a
play-in, did we not?
Not last year.
Well, we were a game away, or a couple games away.
Yeah.
We
I
were
remember
9.
being relatively close, but I mean,
Close, yeah.
it was. I didn't want us to be in the playoffs. I hope that we would get rid of everyone, and we didn't. So
Yeah.
hopefully it happens.
What were you gonna say?
My disappointing teams for the East are also the Heat. I feel like they've been a little disappointing, but yeah, the Bulls. On the West, the Mavericks, they're in the playoffs right now, but they're not very. I feel like they're underachieving with the players that they have. They've struggled to string together some wins. They're very patchy. But that's my team for the West. I think that could be doing a little better.
Okay. And then finally, thoughts on who wins the East and the West. I just want to say, if the Celtics don't win the East, what happened? They have a 5-game lead.
Okay. But question: do we want to say the East like by the end of the year, or the East by like going to the finals? You win.
No.
You beat
End of the year.
Okay. Yeah, I think the Celtics should win it by the end of the year. If they don't, the only other team I could see maybe winning it by the end of the year are the Bucks.
Yeah. In the West, though, the East has like the Celtics way above, and then it's like drops off. The West is so competitive. The first seed and the second seed are tied, and then it's 0.5 games back, 0.5 games back, and then 5, 6, or whatever. But
I think either the Timberwolves, aren't they 2?
Yep, they're 2. They're tied with the Thunder, but the Thunder have the advantage. I don't know how, but they.
I think either Timberwolves or the Clippers win it. The Clippers have looked really good. They looked really good this past weekend.
Kawhi's looked good. He's an MVP race, as we mentioned earlier. I mean, yeah, I think the Thunder win, but I don't think the Timberwolves win. I think it's the Thunder or the Clippers. Did you say that too?
No, I said either the Timberwolves or Clippers. I think the Timberwolves have. They started out really hot. They were in first place for most of the time. They're not. They're only they're tied right now, so it's not like they're far away. But I think they maintain. I think they can maintain first place.
I think the Thunder win this one, but the Clippers are good too. So who knows? Who really knows? It could be. This, like we said, the Western Conference, way more competitive. I mean, I don't know. You watch the NBA, not me. That's your topic of expertise. So, that's all we have for today. Thanks for tuning in on episode 1, season 2 of the Final Seconds podcast. Excited to start this new chapter, this new season, this new revamp of the podcast. Like we said, we'll get Saturday figured out about shorts and everything. And then games, So if you're watching this, I don't think I've said this before. Maybe I have. Please like and subscribe. Tune into live stream. And just comment and critique. It could be the most hateful comment. We just want to know what to do better, how to improve. I mean, I'm so dead serious. I just want to know what to do better. We're new to this too, so anything helps. But that's all we got today here on the Final Seconds podcast. Thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
See you all on Saturday.